In my seeing, I think that there are two ways in which you can be peaceful in your life and be free of mental chaos, mental disharmony, and all the suffering that we go through. There are only two ways. First is to make your mind extremely positive, to discipline your mind, to make it positive, optimistic, and to have it focused on something. When we do not have something to look forward to, people who fall into depression, anxiety, they usually are people who lack focus in their life. So, for them, making the mind extremely positive by consuming positive information and developing a positive attitude is the only way to be peaceful. Depression is an attitude problem, anxiety is an attitude problem. When we are not excited about life, when we become pessimistic, only see the negative things in life, we may lose touch of how beautiful the life is in some sense. So, making the mind positive and disciplined and focused on something that gives us meaning and reason to get up every day is one way to be more peaceful in life. People do this, but they are not positive. They are very anxious about their goals. They are very rigid about how they want their life to be, relationship to be, how their money should be. This rigidity is not focus or discipline. This is just fooling yourself and losing the sight of what would actually make you peaceful. And the second way is to make your mind totally irrelevant. When you study your mind, when you understand your mind, and you focus deeply on what thoughts are, where do they come from, what am I, and what is the sense of I am, which generates all desires, all expectations, all dreams, jealousy, envy, everything, attachment. When we understand it, when we see it truly based on our own experience, not from knowledge borrowed from somewhere else, when we look at our mind totally, we develop understanding about it. And with that understanding comes a bit of detachment and indifference towards thoughts, emotions, desires, anything that comes out of mind. So, mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts, memories, experiences, belief systems, and they are constantly asserting themselves and making us do whatever we are doing in our life. But when we understand the game of it, when we see that the thoughts are nothing but the wind that comes on its own and goes out on its own, we become a bit more indifferent towards it. And with that indifference comes peace. You cannot attain peace by mind because the presence of mind is the absence of peace. So when the mind goes away, naturally what occurs is peace. Whenever the mind comes back, what happens is your peace goes away. So absence of mind is the presence of peace in my opinion. So making your mind positive and disciplined and detached can make living life much easier. People are so unconscious, so sleepy that they don't even realize that they are being irritated. And when someone from outside points that you are irritable and that you are not calm, they don't even accept it. They shrug it off and they say that what are you even saying, I'm calm, etc. So the lack of unawareness that people have regarding their own self, they are just being manipulated and played by every second in their waking life by thoughts and emotions that they don't even know that it is there. So this lack of unawareness is the root of lack of peace. Because the moment you become aware of all these things, you you become detached of it, and you don't take it very seriously, and that is why uh, you become immune to the suffering of life. But this is all effort. There is a lot of effort involved in this, and this effort can itself become a source of frustration for us. So one of the ways to make your mind peaceful is to stop oscillating based on your thoughts. You shouldn't oscillate to one side or another side whenever your emotions swing. You should stay centered. Like, there is pain and there is pleasure, there is happiness, there is sadness, there is anxiety, there is calm. So we see those things as happening in our consciousness, and then we simply stay detached and don't let ourselves be dragged by these opposing emotions, and instead just watch them. And in that watchfulness is peace, because you're not being grabbed by your hair and pulled in the direction by these momentary emotions, which naturally which has the nature of being chaotic in themselves. So there is no doubt that if you want to be peaceful in your life, there are only two ways. You have to either be very positive, very disciplined, or you have to be totally indifferent towards the mind. But if you make this thing a task in your life, it is like adopting another problem. It will become a source of frustration if this doesn't happen. So whatever we do with our mind is ultimately going to be a problem. So the better way is to see your thoughts as your enemy and don't engage with them. The moment a thought comes up, you get engrossed in it and they take you on a roller coaster ride. So you just have to develop your awareness, which is a total non-activity, non-reactive activity. It is no activity. If you are doing awareness, then it is not awareness, it is concentration, and it is effort. Wherever effort is there, mind is going to be in the state of suffering. So just watchfulness is going to liberate you from the tortures of your thoughts and emotions. And the more I observe my thoughts, the more I observe and try to understand the nature of thoughts, the more I realize that how absurd it is. It doesn't make any sense. Most of the thoughts, I would say 100% of the thoughts, don't make any sense. Even this video doesn't make any sense if you get the gist of it. It is just that our forgetfulness of our watchfulness towards our thoughts and emotions is what creates misery. The moment you forget that you are witnessing and that you are not the thoughts and emotions is the moment you start to suffer. One of the best analogy to understand this is to think about birds in the sky, or waves in the ocean, or clouds in the sky, or people in the crowd. You are walking and you don't identify yourself with them, you don't get disturbed by them, you just mind your own business and you ignore them, just like that. And if you make it a consistent practice in your life about not engaging with your thoughts so much, not taking your thoughts so seriously, and having this indifferent attitude towards the thoughts, this can be a reason for cultivating more calm and peace in your life. So see the absurdity. Don't engage with your thoughts, watch your thoughts. If you cannot do that, take the effort to make your mind as positive as you can, as disciplined as you can, which is a lot of effort. But but I think this is the only way to be more peaceful in life.